Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And we are underway from Kansas City. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Watson steps away to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Rolling to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble. And now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to throw the ball, not the man winning coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go on fourth. Watson. This complete to David Bell. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Chris Jones on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson, off play action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Watson. Throw complete to Bell. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Bell, 39 yards. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Mahomes. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. The quick slant caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one for Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Baker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Jakeem Grant now to return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. On first down, it's Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Watson's throw hauled in by Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had a little... You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a good play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Eluding the pressure right. Pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here comes Tony on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. Gets this ball to his running back, Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. On the out route, he finds Hardman. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Booker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this. We're back now in KC. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by York is up and good, and it's now 17-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16, the first. Here's Mahomes to throw. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. After the interception, here's Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And got his man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Browns will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 24-14. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. He's got Smith-Schuster finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes to throw it. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 27. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And things get a little interesting here in this fourth quarter. So there it is, they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. What a drive this is turning out to be. That is 4 4th down conversions.
So give them credit for being aggressive and going after it. But on the flip side, how do you not find a way to stop one of those attempts? That means they're not playing with confidence on that side of the ball.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. That was an excellent come from behind.